Let us continue our venture. Halcyon. Mantis swarm. Unique armors and weapons can be found hidden away. Here's what we're gonna do. First of all, I want to switch some weapons around. We swap the shotgun for 3. We're gonna swap the pistola for number 3. And we're gonna swap that for number 1. Awesome, dudes. 100%. 100%. Let's break that down. Have a little look-see through our inventory. So +5 tech skills. So we got spaces choice. Consumable slots we have to unlock via medical. Okay. Taurus source. %200% natural health regeneration. Interesting. What's this down here? First ration pill. Natural health. Algae lager. Fish sticks. Okay, interesting.
What can I do for you, Captain? Goodbye.
I'll be back. Look at this guy. Oh, hold. Objective is...
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here? Altercation, you say? Shame as that goes. Spacer's Choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt. No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Spice's choice.
Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
Okay, Silas. I shall go and talk to Silas. Up. Have we got the zoom? Oh yeah, resume. Oh my god. Watched. Codex, the basics. What the hell was that holographic? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Perks. 6,000 XP. Merchant skill 17. It's a second sprint 7.2 now. Groundbreaker faction. Can't find this way. Yeah, I want to.
You hiding? You kill!
Oops. Ooh, assault rifle. The other son of a bitch we killed. Damn it, where's the other one? Hate losing track of bodies. Here you go then. Up here. Put him here. Up here. Anyway, we got an assault rifle. So let's stick it in 3. Let's stick the pistol in. Face's choice. Like a beast.
Huh?
Hit the bars. Far too slow reacting then. Coupled eco suit. Nice. It's his choice. Mac, apple juice. Nice little encampment they got here. Looks like dog shit, but hey. Mr. Power. What the hell is Mr. Power? Oh, the shotgun's fairly low damage. Okay, now we're into that one. Accurate check weapons. Oops, wrong one every time. Other containers, right, that's the armor. Skills 5, 6 skills plus 5. Level 1, 2.5, wait, 2.5. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. What's that up there? Can we set a marker? Music. Primal Bruce. Can't take them down yet. Yeah, effectively. Is there any like secret step? Oh, we didn't check these dudes. He died badly. I can use the workbench back ship. They've usually got stuff next to it. Mr. Marauder. Or a dead man. Cool. Shouldn't be. Plasma damage. I think it. Yeah, fuck it. We'll stick that in there. Let's go left trigger. Skill 5. Oh, but stealth. Right. The parts we got. Going two-handed. Tinker. What's Tinker? Yeah, definitely like the artwork in these. Well, I don't think I need to sleep in this. Onwards. What's over here? Armor. Stealth. We'll sell it. Every cartridge. Yeah, that's what a plasma does, yeah. Holy crap. Made like little messy light piles of shit. Trip blade. Oh shit, we got bleed effect. Yeah, we'll give it a go for a bit. The Messiah is a very naughty marauder. Oh, they were just hunting. And a smoking lightning. Hey, what the hell is out there? Like this, it looks like it can take multiple routes. Oh wow. See the ocean. Another camp. Is that looks like some kind of big fucking sea monster. Do that. Ain't ready for that shit yet. Just Mars. A strange and wonderful world. Ah, cemetery.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Look, said that. Oh, Silas.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Oh, shit.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our gravesites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether, never to be found again. Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing, far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
I like the way the quest tracker works. Ooh, nice water. Hey, you gotta explore, right? Explore a little bit. The primals can get fucked. For now, anyway. Wow, what is that shit? Aged graves. Wait. The hell are these things? Wowzers. We're on this thing. Nice. What I'm guessing. Stealing stuff now. Our energy brew. Spice choice. Every time I say that, my dog looks up. Spice's choice. Shit, a lot here.
Had your rations yet?
Yep, 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
Another day at the
Well,
cannery.
Don't go knocking your work.
The hell is OC? OC? See that?
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Gourmet, hey?
Music to my ears.
So, how do I sell? $63. The armor that I had. Oh. Point 4. Impact hammer. Holy shit. 100. Did it say the price though? 100. Oh yeah. 3,000. Restricted stock.
Had your rations yet?
Associate mechanic. Terminate from his position. Escort from Edgewater.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Nothing I can do about that.
Constable. All these little nooks and crap. Oh, free bypass shunt. Oh look, it's fucking... all out. That.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
And Rockwell and Minister Clark.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
You some sort of freelancer? You're safer inside the walls. Got my sights on you.
Really? Look, yeah. Worth exploring. Yeah. That one, look. Damn it. Glorify everything.
Talking to the good vicar, always. Our place in the universe is fixed.
Fuckers like.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison.
That's a
anything
bit
at
like
all.
a
Spiritual
Dick
counseling.
Max.
This season's tossball predictions. The quickest way out of town. Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Looks like our bit rate is taking a bit of a tumble. Thanks,
Hey
Dick
there,
and Max.
Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh,
Run away.
I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. and I resent the accusation.
Mate.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Verity Veritas.
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
Fuck, isn't it OC? That's dark. Obsidian skulls. Look like obsidian. I'm a mod. Oh. Like to sort. But it's worth coming down these fucking alleyways. Oh. Was that just a trap? We go here. All we've been in.
Had your rations yet?
Yep.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another zero-G.
Me stealing stuff. The absolute shop. Oh, it's a roof terrace. Nice, like it. It is worth checking everything, isn't it?
I've been feeling pretty low.
I know how you feel.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free. As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serves Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this. His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Okay, so we got some bounties to do.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Don't let the boss catch you saying that.
Okay, let's check the map out. Let's save the game as well. There's a workbench in there. Already killed him, man. Space slime, space.
Got my sights on you.
Oh yeah. Cannery. So much stuff we got. Cha 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 cha.
Please hold him. I want to explain this to listener. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Going down.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Yeah.
Can we chat?
Yeah, if you give me
Sorry.
a chat icon.
You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
The wise man.
Sure, on my way. Gotcha. Heading back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't
Fuck is the...
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Max.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Bullshit.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance. Please get it. A religious text deemed heretical by the OSI is an unsafe object at large. Though I understand why because I'm also a collector of books. Rare things in this colony.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
Ooh, skills. See that, Parvati? Are you gonna hear me then? Right, let's go. Let's find a workbench. Where's the fucking... what are these things? It's like the coolest fork trucks in the world.
Something got you down?
That workbench.
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
Another day at the cannery.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
This is where the magic happens.
Furious. Light assault rifle. Long gun. Level 5. What's more than that. Not that. So let's break down. Probably is leveling up before any of that shit. Modify armor. I have no mods. Mods. Think here, we can't think here.
Well, science. But it still happens.
Okay. Melee. Bothered about leadership. Perks. Perks available. Details. Yeah. Okay. What's she rocking? She's got a fucking impact hammer. Holy shit. I like the look of that. It does bleed. Holy shit. Sweet. It's 3 DPS. $60, 73, 93. Okay, Pravati, Bhavati. Let's go. We are going to do that. We're going to run a little errand. Want that book. Sweetie, sweetie. Silly boy. My dog's been a doofus. Okay, map, where are we? Doesn't know where we. Oh, this is ideal. Points of interest. Okay. I'm interested. want to explore off the beaten track. Only way to explore. Interest.
Here they come!
He's regenerating health. Right. Mining gear gives you stealth. Like that. Holy shit.
Easy.
No fucking way. Hang on, that's... Straight manual. I've got the illustrator manual. Mac and cheese. That's fucking awesome. another barber. Which means we're gonna go. Button for the map. We already killed this motherfucker.
Incoming! Too strong! Something else! That's gotta hurt! Cut him off!
We should have talked to him. No. Oh, hunting rifle around. Got a finger. Okay, hunting rifle. Damage 66. Okay. Rifle, what's that? A lot of shotguns. If we go. Oh, which is the shotgun, isn't it?
Yeah, huh? That's on account of how I never... I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's Something on a museum shelf, under glass. The vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
And this. Use the lighter, you're a pussy.
Oh, you can see the whole world from here.
Hello.
I'm ready for this. First one. Woo! We made it.
Where's his fucking head? Jesus Christ. I offered to work most of this week in my day job. But nah, we don't need you, we don't need you. All of a sudden, I am needed. Guessing this just comes back from the hideout. Oh, we were here anyway. Okay. It's your thermal.
I've always wanted to poke around in here. Incoming!
What the hell's hunting us? Holy shit, what is that? Where the hell's she gone? Fucking think so too. Jesus. And my carry weight is going to be extremely over. I want all the loot. Time to check weapons. Rifle, shotgun. Break some of this shit down. Break down that one. 99.3. Hundred. Good. I could do with repairing some shit. It's a better rifle. Armor 7, the bitch. fucking dare she? Okay, geothermal plant, let's do this. I want all the things. Need all the loots. Scientist. I'm sorry, scientist. Bertie, you did not see that. Great, no fucking sniper ammo. Curie spikes, okay. Speed grip. Curie spikes. Ammo. Oh yeah, platforming now. And a machine discovered. Laboratory outfit. What's this vending machine? Holy shit balls. What's this vending machine I've discovered? A little armor symbol. Spacer's choice. Fucking vending machine is. So apparently I found a vending machines. If I can find it. Oh, elite troop armor. Ultimate warrior. Now look at this. Rebuilt mining gear. Break that one down. Oh, fuck yeah. Still don't have a fucking helmet. Three troops. The scientist. Look where this vending machine is that I'm meant to have found. There. Taste of freedom. Can I sell anything in here? Machine gun, awesome. 260. $300. 50. Holy shit.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Spacer's choice. A Parvati. Look. She's got good armor. Or heavy armor. Occasions where got tech kit. Like speed grip. Right, fuck it. Let's get in here. War plan. Okay. Coming up to the 2-hour mark.
Mr. Thompson said to talk with Miss McDevitt before doing anything here? Something you need?
Just divert power. Ooh, don't play nice. You Pavazzi. Point actuator. These combat drones weren't here earlier. What's that? Map. Oh, great, does that mean I've failed it already? Find out if they start shooting at us.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Explains why you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest. I'll tell you what I can. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows... What is it?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. You're doing this for Reed? Why? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Something you need?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout, too. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Hey, I got time. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Bananas. Makeshift low pressure. Toughened. 600 bits. He sells some nice gear. Gives you one-handed melee. Patch low pressure helmet. Minus 60. I've got primal leather. Beanie. Armor 3. Gives you +5 science. +5 science. +5 lockpick. Holy shit, mate. Sell some shit anyway. Let's sell. How many assault rifles do we fucking need? Don't know. Let's sell that. Not exactly making lots of money out of this, are we? So fuck you, Stefan. Okay. Let's check the map. So, who are we going to kill off? Edgewater? Or the botanicals? Fistful of digits. A few kindred spirits. Fistful of digits. Okay, so we've got a marker around here somewhere. Spirits.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Sounds like you don't want to see Thomas. Harriet tinkles in the garden shop. Sleep. Someone else's bed. Holy shit. It looks like, having that poster. In there. Where's the notes? Ah, here we go. Skill points available. Okay. We're gonna save those skill points. For now, anyway. Let's see. No. Oh, yeah. Let's see, no reset. And let's go. Lockpicks or hacking. Medical leadership. Went in leadership. +24 engineering. Holy shit. We got any perks? Perk point. Okay, I'm just going to save this here. We'll resume in a short while. And need to recharge some devices. And yeah, we'll be right back to this. We're trying to build our very own space marine. Camera. Oh yeah. I'm looking at where should I shove this? We'll return later. Got some poochie walking and stuff to do.